These are 5 Gothic sensual fragrances that will ramp up or vamp up your life. Hi, I'm Gabby and welcome back to another edition of the Fragrantician, where here on my channel I talk about perfumes, I scent perfumes, storytell, if that's what you want to call it, with film as well sometimes. However, if this is your jam, if this is your bread and butter, if this is your pancakes and syrup, then keep on watching. So in today's video I am talking about 5 perfumes that I think are quite sensual, not sexual, sensual, maybe verging on that other, but they're sensual, they're a little bit mysterious, they make you want to sniff a bit closer, and they have a bit of a Gothic edge running through them. I'm a bit of a soft goth at heart. Always have and always will be. Even though it's pretty warm at the moment, so I am wearing a top. So don't expect anything else. It's always nice to show a little bit of skin, but not to reveal too much. And I think these perfumes really do demonstrate that. The first one I'm going to talk about is Tom Ford Violet Blonde. The reason why I've chosen this one is this is for a purring glamourpuss in you. Although on a man it would smell beautiful as well, it has this violet leaf and suede running through. And I think the suede note is absolute Gothic perfection. I imagine, actually, I could see a man wearing this. Yeah. Does he have to be blonde or does he have to be dark? I do not know. But this suede note combined with the little bit of green violet leaf and orris, which is this powderiness as well, is quite sexy but sensual at the same time. It is definitely one for an evening. I would wear this in an evening. A man or a woman or anyone could wear this in the evening, dressed up, wearing maybe a suede jacket, and you're sat across a table and you get a little scent trail coming across, and it makes you curious. And that's what I like about perfume. I actually do ask people sometimes, what is your favourite perfume? What is your favourite scent that you like to wear? Some men call it aftershave. How it's a scent. Aftershave is such an old-fashioned word, isn't it? Do you agree? If you do agree, give me a would love it. And if you don't agree, just go about your business. But Tom Ford Violet Blonde, this suede effect, a mysterious man is approaching you, maybe with blonde hair, or maybe not, wearing violet blonde, or maybe you are on the other end as a woman wearing this. They'll be asking questions, believe you me. This next one, I have spoken about it maybe as a man-eater. I don't really like that word personally, but it is Allure Sensuelle, or sensual as we say in English. Need I say more? And it is this Gothic, edgy feeling. It has something more than the original Allure by Chanel. It has rose, it has frankincense, it has sweetness, it has Not too sweet. It's not overtly sweet at all. It is a typical Chanel fragrance. They have reformulated this. However, I think it's still just as good. It still performs just as good as the pre-reformulated version. This came out around about mid-2000s, I think. It is. When I first smelt this, this was love at first sniff for me, and I've got through several bottles. I do use this sparingly because I do think it has deepened. There is this ambery, vanilla-y accord in it that I think does macerate if you keep it for longer. And that's what I love about this fragrance. Such a Chanel DNA, unlike Chanel number 5, which I do not like at all, personally. But this I've always been complimented on. It's edgy. It is Gothic. It could be a Gothic scent. It could be... A man could wear any of these if he wanted to. Maybe one he couldn't, I don't know. Scent is personal. It's whatever you like to wear. I don't condition. I don't make conditions. You decide your own conditions. You can be in control of that. So Allure Sensuelle, I do believe, is such a sensual scent. And I would break the rules. I would wear this daytime or nighttime. Again, they will be questioning you. And because it will not be like so many other scents that have flooded the market. The sweet gourmands, the sweet, sickly, pastry-like scents that people think are so beautiful. I don't. You may, but I don't. But this, I do. It's Gothic realness. Polar opposites, but I have heard other content creators describe this scent, some men even, as, oh, it's got something sensual in it. Something, the woman could be a little bit, she's a good girl, but underneath it, there's an underlying vibe. And I've talked about it a lot because it's one of my signatures. It is Dior Pure Poison, which I have a 100ml. Actually, I have two 100ml backup bottles of this. No, I do beg your pardon, looking over. One 100ml and one 50ml. Because it's already, this one, I've used my two 30mls vintages already in the space of a couple of years. So I do wear this regularly. Haven't worn this lately. Might wear this tomorrow, how I feel. I don't know, might feel different tomorrow. But Pure Poison is a white floral. It's jasmine and orange blossom. But it has this white amber and sandalwood running through. And sandalwood as a note, I think, is quite a sensual, slightly Gothic note, if used in the right composition. And as this dries down, the white florals take a backdrop, but they're still there, but the sandalwood peeps through. Some would say this smells like slightly soapy. Maybe, but it is for maybe a clean aesthetic goth. You're looking at her right now. But she can dress up being completely Gothic and feeling at one with himself or herself or themselves wearing this. Dior Pure Poison. Get the white cap. The reformulated version in the purple cap is hideous and it does not last. This lasts and it projects. It throws. Boy, does it throw. It throws meters out in the first hour and a half. And it is such a Gothic sensual scent. Dior Pure Poison. The next one is a bit of a vampy, maybe 1940s goth. A story to the Dahlia killer. The Dahlia killer. And I've spoken about it before, and you'll know it's Dahlia Noir by Givenchy, which I have again, a backup bottle of this. This is 75ml, and I have a backup bottle of this. Now, my husband Richard loves this scent on me. He says, It's a very powdery scent because it has this powdery feel running through, but it's mysterious, it's brooding, it's a Gothic castle, but with a hint of comedy. And think of Young Frankenstein with Gene Wilder and Terry Garr. I think she would be wearing this. She has that kind of slight quirky feel to it. This does have in it this, it does say it's of a femme fatale with rose, and it is potent with the patchouli as well. The patchouli in this, that earthiness, does lend that bit of rawness. I've had compliments wearing this as well. I actually would wear this feeling a bit bike rocker chick or rocker chick. No. I think of maybe being Christy Brinkley on the back of the bike with Billy Joel in Uptown Girl, and she takes her hat off and shakes her hair down, although I won't be. And actually, I actually said to a friend of mine with my short hair, I feel so liberated and sexy and sensual and who I am authentically. I grow my hair, cut it, grow my hair, cut it. I think I've come at a time of my life when I have to be at one with myself. I have to be confident in my skin. And I am with this. And I think this suits my personality to a T. Powdery Sensual Dahlia Noir by Givenchy. And lastly, this honorary mention, which is a number 5. I've talked about it a lot. Do you know what it is? Yes. It is Midnight Poison by Dior from 2007. I've heard there's talk they might be bringing it back. I do not know. But I have this old formula from 2009. And this is a mandarin orange rose patchouli bomb. This is 100 mils that I have, which goes for extortionate prices. This is Cinderella Gothic that I've spoke about. The advertising of this was spot on. It was for those romantic goths, but they just wanted a bit more than those mainstream fragrances of the fruity florals. And it was at an era when Flower Bomb came out as well, and everybody was going for that. But this is completely opposite. This is such a soft, sensual, but vibrant and edgy, and I'm going to use that word, slightly niche kind of a fragrance for a designer scent. Eva Green personified, but you could have blonde hair and be completely gothic with heavily made up eyes. The aesthetic of this is so on point. The rose is beautiful. It's not this soft rose, it is this vampy rose. This red rose, the patchouli runs through again. Rose and patchouli do work quite well together, but it feels like it has something more in it. And it feels completely sensual and gothic, and I will talk about it till those gothic little fairies come out at night. Midnight Poison by Dior. So those were my 5 sensual gothic scents. I could have chosen a lot more. But what are yours? Please comment down below. Tell me your ideas, because I do read all your comments, even though maybe I don't get back to you. I still do read all of the comments, and I am so thankful that you support me and my channel, because it keeps me going, and this is what I love doing. Some people say it's a passion. I say I'm curious, because I think being curious is better than having a passion. Being curious makes you ask questions, and always ask questions. Always think to yourself, no, is there something more that I need to know? Is there something that I want to improve on? And I think in my fragrance journey, I hate that word journey, but in my fragrance journey, I'm learning so much more about myself as a form of therapy even, helping me to transform and realising my dreams to take flight. So if that's you, please subscribe, please like. Until next time, as I always say, be strong, be humble, be kind, and I'll see you in the next video.